Welcome to the Three Best Friends podcast. I am your host, Jacob Palmer. And you may notice that Mike and Matt aren't here because they're dead. So this is going to be a great topic, but that's okay. I got two of the best people that I could ever have on the show without them. So they can stay wherever they are. So I have Fiona with me again. This is like your, I don't know, 100th time being on here. You always replace Mike whenever he's dead, which he's usually sick anyways. Yeah, Mike is always sick, so it's okay.
This is true.
He either hits his head and knocks himself unconscious and then bleeds a lot, or he's been sick for like 2-3 weeks, something like that. So yeah.
I feel like it's always the same sickness. Like I just feel like he never actually gets better.
No, that's because he never sleeps. Like he just never sleeps. Like
him and Kelsey, when I was there, both got like the stomach flu, and I was just like, I thought I was gonna die, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna get it next. Nope, it's just sleep exhaustion. Mm-hmm. Both of them. They need to calm down.
Seriously.
Calm down.
They have so much on their plate. Stop. And for the first time ever, we have Joey Noelle.
Oh hi.
You might know her. You might know her.
Potentially.
Maybe.
I feel like we've been trying to schedule me on this podcast for like months. Like Matt and I have been going back and forth forever.
Oh, we've had a ton of people we tried to schedule this podcast for, and now it's just like, scheduling just does not work in our favor. So we learned our lesson.
Busy. It's hard to like carve out time, especially to coordinate like 3 or 4 different people's schedules.
Oh, yeah.
Like, impossible.
Because I was like trying to like, hey, Mike, are you available? He's like, no, I'm busy with whatever he's working on, all this great stuff that he's working on with his work.
Yeah.
Or he's dead, like sick.
Yeah.
Dead.
Accurate.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Mike. Again, this is the second time you died. So today's episode is going to be a special one because it's the season. It's the Extra Life season. A lot of people have been talking about it. We're building up. You guys just did the Kind of Funny t-shirt, so we got the vote in. It's finalized, it's done. You can't do it anymore, so go buy it when it's available. So
kindoffunny.com/el shirt or el shirto if you're Nick Scarpino and think that it's Spanish. Whatever works for you.
And speaking of the Spanish heartthrob in the background, I'm just kidding, he's not Spanish.
He's not Spanish, but you get to admire. It's wonderful.
Nick, thank you for being on the podcast.
Perfect.
Should I just tag him like whenever this podcast? I'm just gonna have Nick's a part of the podcast now. He's there.
He's gonna be like, when was Joey sitting at my desk? I'm like, oh, don't worry about what happens when you're gone.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. So Extra Life. So me personally, like I've watched like the Rooster Teeth, Extra Life. I watched Kind of Funny. I've watched all these things. I've never participated in it. So this is going to be a new experience for me this year. So I want to get like your inside your minds for Extra Life. So I want to start off like, when did you guys start participating with Extra Life? Extra Life.
Last year was actually my first like official Extra Life year, like doing the 24-hour stream. The year or maybe 2 years before, I'd been like helping with Kind of Funny stuff, but that was more like coordination of things and less like actual playing games.
Right.
Still equal amounts of sleep deprivation.
Oh yeah.
Less amounts of playing games and more like moving people in and out of Discord channels. But it's crazy. I didn't know what to expect, and I had like a ton of fun. But I can also see like why they ask people to do it, because it is like definitely a sacrifice to stay up for 24 whole hours. And usually it's like a little bit more than that, because it's not like you start like right when you wake up. And it is a little bit hard to fall asleep right after. But last year was my first year. I'm very excited for this year now that I have like a little bit of a basis.
Right.
I don't really have a ton of advice other than like a lot of soda and or Red Bull and or coffee.
Gonna need something.
Yeah. You definitely need something to help you push through.
Yeah, cause I'm gonna need something. Like Matt already said, he's like, I'll be ready for like 12 plus hours. I'm like, you're gonna be ready for the full 24 hours. What are you talking about? You're not just doing 12 plus hours. You're doing the whole thing, buddy. Like I can't wait to just schedule this with Mike. Like it's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. Because he's dead.
I know it's hard to carve out 24 hours and then like the recovery part of it too. It's like, because you can't just go to bed right after, because then like your sleep schedule's weird.
And I feel bad for Mike, because he's gonna be doing 2 of them. He's gonna be doing, I think on November 2nd, he said he's gonna be doing the New York City one, and then he's gonna do the 3 Best Friends one. So
I think he's doing that one on November the 11th. Like the weekend that OK Beast is, because I remember they have to go up against OK Beast.
There's so many people. Was Alex telling me he was doing it that weekend too, or the weekend after?
Irrational Passions, yeah, they do it that weekend too.
Yeah. So there's gonna be
Which
so
will be
many,
fun.
right?
Yeah,
they have all the community like groups going that weekend, but
Don't
it's a lot.
Don't support the pumpkin.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy too that we have like 2 full weekends of Extra Life stuff that people are committing to.
Oh my god, I'm looking forward to every second of it.
Yeah, and for someone who's like actually like deals with all this stuff, I can't imagine what your guys' schedules are even looking like for just helping out, or even just like
No sleep.
Yeah, no sleep.
Yeah, we started talking about it because we have like a Discord set up and we have all of our various stuff set up in there, and it's like, okay, well, we start with all the community hosted streams at 2:00 on Friday, and then the Kind of Funny Extra Life streams at 10:00 on Saturday, and then it ends at 9:00 on Sunday, because of course it always falls on the daylight savings time day. And that makes no sense, but of course it does. And then it's like, then I have to figure out how to get sleep, but not to get enough sleep that I can't sleep Sunday night so I can be at work on Monday. And I feel like that's the struggle.
Yeah.
But it's always like, it's my favorite weekend, because different communities from different, like either regional places or like people that have different schedules that can't be in Twitch chat during the day all get to come together at the same time. And I feel like it's hard to get all of those corners of the community interacting. So it's definitely my favorite. It's a lot of love. It's a lot of work. Yeah. But it's totally worth it.
It's also cool to see like different people from like different countries like coming in at different times and stuff. Like someone who's like up like usually like when everybody in Europe is like, oh, I'm just waking up, so I'll just pop in here, and then it's just like, all right, hey new people that I've never seen before. I'm usually in sleep right now.
It'll be really fun. I'm excited. Yeah, we have I think right now we have like representation from like a couple different countries, even in the hosted stream section.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because goes through the middle of the night. It's not always.
And last year was a big year, so I can't even imagine what this year is going to bring. Like this
year's going to be stressful. But it's really exciting. We're trying to keep all of like the goals and like the tiers and stuff like that all within the stream this year. So we have like a suggestion thing that's going to go out next week for like, what do you want to see on all of the various wheels that we spin, and what kind of stuff do you want us to play? More games? Do you want to do more co-op games? Do you want to watch like somebody play Red Dead? Do you want more Ghost Story?
24-hour Mario Party.
Oh no, don't make me do it.
Winner for the total amount of wins gets Monday off.
Oh, that's a close one. I was going to say most amount of wins gets the belt, and we just put it on the line.
Ooh, there you go. Go. Belt, Monday off. Belt.
See,
it's the belt.
Monday is a day off, but then if I win, I can gloat the belt.
Yeah, it's the belt. It's the belt. Yeah.
I'll never put it back on the line.
No.
But
I mean, look at the real champ. I mean, always had it.
Real champ.
Always had it. Didn't really see him put it online, but you know what? No one really,
he always ends up with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Somehow.
Yeah. Fee, how long have you been doing Extra Life? I feel like I know this, but I don't.
Oh God. So I've been doing Extra Life streams. I did one last year. I did one the year before. Last year, like, gonna be honest, haven't completed 24 hours before because first year I did it, my power went out for 3.5 hours because a snowstorm hit.
I do remember this.
Right in the middle of it. I was playing Doom. I was 5 hours into Doom, and then the power went out. I'm like, fuck. what the hell? And then I came back and I finished it. And then last year I was so sick and I had been trying to do like other stuff, and I'm just like, "Hi guys, so this is my Extra Life stream. It's hour 14 and I'm gonna pass out now." And then I died. And then it was like 15 hours of sleeping. So this year, but yeah, exactly. But the year I have been working with the Kind of Funny Extra Life team for 3-4 years. I think it's been 3 years at this point. Because first year I was helping, and then
last year you were co-captaining with Lauren.
Yeah, I was co-captaining with last year was my first year co-captain. The year before I did stuff, and I helped out with a few things with Eric.
Yeah.
God, such a great guy. I almost said it as if he was dead. He's not dead.
There's only one person that's dead. There's only one person that's dead.
It's only Mike.
Yeah, only Mike.
No, Eric is such a sweetheart, and he did so much to get this with Kind of Funny, and
we wouldn't have had this without him.
Yeah, and I remember crying when he asked me. He's just
Aww.
I'm just like, what do you mean you're leaving? And he's just like, Fiona, you got this. And I'm like, no, I don't. And he's like, Fiona, you got this. And it's like a phone call with me just crying.
Yeah.
Good God. But it's been a blast. Even though I haven't finished my own, I have done other Extra Life streams because I've done OK Beast for the last 3 years.
That's right.
So I just do random shit with them every year. And then anytime anyone posts anything, my Twitter is the most obnoxious thing from about now until December 31st, because anytime anyone posts anything about Extra Life, I'm like, retweet. Yeah. I'm like, sorry about you guys for your I'm just constantly retweeting shit. I'll do that for Irrational Passions, OK Beast, oh god, Exploding Penguin, and then everyone else. Just if I know you're part of Kind of Funny, I will be retweeting it.
Got to get the word out there, because there's so many different people and groups and stuff that do them, and you don't have to do it obviously on Extra Life weekends. We do have quite a few people. We have people that have already completed their Extra Life streams for the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that there's at least centralized people that are tweeting about it.
Yeah.
So that you know where to go when it's all happening.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I think you might be a part of our Extra Life stream if we do Fallout 76 during the time. And just so you know, I'm nuking everyone.
Here's the deal. No, you're not going to get any of the keys, and I will shoot you dead. If you get one of the keys, I will kill you over and over and over again.
Nuking it.
Because I'm so excited for that game.
I will put a
because I know for a fact. Still Fallout 76 conversation.
Hey,
I am so excited for that game because I know for a fact that's going to be my Extra Life stream.
Maybe for a
bunch of people.
Maybe for our tiers, we should be if you donate $20, we'll put a bounty on Fee.
Ooh, I like this idea.
Donate $75. I'll nuke the whole place, and then we have to restart. Even though I do it for free.
Everyone loves to see people suffer.
Right.
That's what drives Extra Life.
Exactly.
It's always me.
Yeah. Entertainment. So with everything that you guys have done, what does it mean to you being a part of now Joey being part of Kind of Funny, now having this bigger role really a part with Extra Life? What does it mean to you now?
It's just really cool. Well, yeah, now I feel like it's a lot more pressure.
Yeah.
Stress. But it's really cool to see everybody come together for a cause that benefits something bigger than us. I think it's really easy to get caught up in the corners of the internet that we all reside in and stuff like that. And it's cool to see people kind of put that aside and be like, hey, there are big issues that affect a lot of people that might not even directly affect us, but we can recognize that these are important issues that we want to help with, and that we can use our community for the better good. And it's even across the entire gaming community. There are very few things that I feel trend through different communities. And Extra Life is one of those few things. It's cool to see when Rooster Teeth does it, and Easy Allies. It's like we're all, even though we all like live in these different areas, everyone comes together.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no, this is something that's important to us. And of course, like with Greg's history, with cancer, and even the story he did before that, it's like obviously something that hits close to home for Kind of Funny. And it's cool to come together and do charity stuff, because I think a lot of times it's easy to let that stuff kind of like slide by a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like my favorite time of the year, just to see like what all the crazy stuff that people do. Because it's always a game of extremes. Between like a couple years ago and like Franklin Sizemore, the Arctic Sloth, he had a very memorable stream during his hosting ones. Rooster Teeth always does fun bodily harm activities when like Michael Jones got tased, or people with like the paintballs.
Yeah.
And even last year with us, of like, we managed, oh man, there are so many things. We just gave Nick the marker, and he just went off on some of the wheels that we had of like mouth full of Oreos, and you had to recite or reenact like movie scenes. Like, who thinks of that? And Almost Kiss, which is very funny.
Almost Kiss is like one of the best things I've ever seen.
That was my favorite thing.
It's so good. So it's just like, it's funny to see like the weird stuff that comes out of it. And I feel like it's some of like people's favorite content. I'm personally looking forward to seeing what's happening with Fran Mirabella's grandparents' ghosts, the ghost story segment. Hopefully we get a follow-up for that. And so, yeah, it's just like all the random stuff, seeing what kind of theme songs Andy's going to come up with on guitar. I feel like it's because Extra Life is kind of like, you can play games or you can kind of do whatever you want. It gives you a little bit of, because we don't even play that many games on Twitch. So it's fun to get to like do stuff with the community and do stuff that's like a little bit outside of our wheelhouse.
Yeah. It's always like one of those great things. Like, you know how many, you don't really realize how many people are part of this community until like something like this happens too. Like, just seeing everyone pull together and just like reach these goals and even just destroy the goals at the same time. It's just tremendous to see at the same time. I love it.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's a cool way to get to like hang out with everybody, either in real life or virtually for 24 hours. Because I feel like we've kind of moved past the point where you have like sleepovers and stuff like that, where like all of this crazy stuff happens. So it's fun to have like a centralized place to do that stuff.
That's awesome. What about you, Fee? Like, from when you first started even helping out?
Yeah, so when I was younger, I used to volunteer at hospitals when I was a kid, because my mom used to work for the health authority, and just like being able to transition something that I'm accustomed to something that I also am passionate about, which is gaming. So being able to combine the two together is like absolutely amazing, and including the actual community, which I essentially live and breathe like all the time. Like, I literally went to New York to meet people from Kind of Funny, and then like just being able to talk to people every day, and then realizing that a lot of people don't know this, that you can actually choose the children's hospital near you. So I actually, even though I'm part of Kind of Funny, I support the IWK, which is literally 10 minutes away from my place, maybe 20. Geography is difficult. So just being able to do stuff like that. And what's really cool is there's actually a group in Halifax that are not associated with Kind of Funny, but last year we have a local con, and they're like, hey, do you want to come talk about Kind of Funny for like 15 minutes on our podcast, which they do the entire weekend, like for 48 hours, they actually do a podcast at the actual event. Yeah, it's insane. Like, they're constantly recording. So I played Tricky Towers and tried to talk about Kind of Funny for 15 minutes. It was a nightmare, but it was a lot of fun.
I cannot imagine having like any sort of like long form conversation while trying to play Tricky Towers.
It was just like, okay, so yeah, I'm a part of, like, I'm the co-captain of Kind of Funny. Yes. And then I'm like trying to like play with this controller and constantly getting my ass whooped.
I think I'd rather eat a hot pepper and explain Kind of Funny than play a video game.
Hot pepper gaming, don't give anybody that idea.
I would love that. I'm a huge hot food fan. That's a whole other thing. I'm a huge hot food fan. So just being able to see like the community come together and the amount of people that I've met through Extra Life, let alone Kind of Funny, is just ridiculous. Like I feel like I've even just spending like an hour or two with some people that I didn't even know were, one, a part of the Kind of Funny community, and two, just being able to sit there and being like, hey, like I'm a part of the Kind of Funny community too. And then like building those bonds with people and just being able to do something for a great cause is definitely something that's really driven me to be a lot more excited for it and just be really passionate about it. And I tell everyone I do it, I'm just like, I do Extra Life, and they're like, what's Extra Life? And then I go into this huge tangent and they're like, could have just dealt like a TLDR kind of explanation, but I go into like full
give me
detail.
the Twitter explanation and you go like full quotation.
Always. So it's just really nice to be able to do that, and just being able to see what creative nonsense everyone gets into is just the absolute best. In the just like last year, the meetup that Irrational Passions had, just having like a house full of like people going absolutely nuts. I remember my first year, I remember helping OK Beast, and this is when Blessing went to Alex's place. And this was like the first time I like really did anything with them. And I just remember them messaging me and they're like, hey, you need to go on earlier. And I'm like, why? And they're like, because Blessing is not feeling well. He went in power peak for like 20 minutes and came back. So just like,
oh my gosh,
because the altitude, apparently it was crazy.
Wow.
Altitude sickness is a real thing.
Yeah.
I did not know this until Blessing almost died. So it's just like
stressful. I was assuming it was going to be from something like the Power Hour milk chug or like the hot pepper gaming thing.
Yeah.
Nope, just altitude.
No, just altitude.
Because
so
he went he went to Colorado. Oh god. So no, it's really nice to just see events like this bring people together and just raise money for a great cause.
Yeah, I like what Fee said too, of like, it's cool to get together as a community to do this, but then we can also like individually help our like specific local communities by benefiting those hospitals. Because I know that we have gone to like meet up with the people at UCSF, which is what usually our pages go to because it's right here in San Francisco. And it's like, oh yeah, we are helping, like we're doing a good thing as a community, but it's also cool to realize like, oh, this is like my neighbor and not just like a like nebulous company or organization that we're helping.
Yeah.
It definitely makes it more real.
I just want to say thank you, Extra Life, for 2 seconds, because they finally introduced the Canadian dollar, so you can donate in Canadian dollars. So when I donate money, it's not like, hey, you donated $5, and it's like $15 Canadian, and I'm like, because that happened a lot last year.
Oh my gosh, amazing!
I would just be like $10, and it was $16 Canadian. That's essentially the conversion right now. So
now you don't have to do so much math.
No math
Math is hard, guys.
No.
I can just click Canadian.
They will accept that Monopoly money. Good job.
It is
all
true.
your loonies and whatever else they're called.
Your loonies.
Loonies and toonies, guys.
Loonies and toonies. That's what it is.
Oh my god.
Why is that a thing? Why is
it's
that?
a real thing, guys.
Why? I don't know.
Are those the nicknames or are those what they're actually called?
It's what it's actually called.
Like, I don't know. You know how like we have like the dollar coins, but people call them like the Sacagaway or the Susan B. Anthony's, you know? Like that.
Okay. So the $1 has a loon on it, like an actual bird. And so it's called a loonie. And then the toonie, it's because it's a $2 coin.
Got it.
Oh, I thought it had cartoons on it.
Oh, it has 2 polar bears on it.
That's polar bears?
Yeah, it has polar bears.
Is there a cultural significance to the polar bear?
Like our dime has a beaver on it. So
if you go up north enough, there might be a polar bear.
That is true. There are polar bears
native to Canada.
I mean, where I live, it's black bears, but no, we don't.
Yeah. You got to go to a certain part.
Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica.
The Office, man. Okay.
I know what.
Okay.
Thank
you for the Canadian money lesson with Fiona.
And Canadian hoodie. I'm literally wearing a Canadian.
I was gonna bring that up, and I'm like, now's not the time. But
that's
here we
so
are.
Funny. I don't think I have anything that's just like America.
You don't want
And
to
it has
right
like
now.
plaid,
Yeah,
guys.
that's true. It is very cute. I like the lumberjack plaid.
I'm surprised you
Thanks.
didn't get like anything like I Heart New York or anything when you were in
I don't want to talk about that. That's a whole other. I'm very
This
bitter
seems
about
like a
that.
sore spot for Fee. Did you get one of the like crowns for the Statue of Liberty?
I didn't go to the set. I didn't get to do too much touristy stuff because we had like a action-packed weekend.
Yeah, you guys had events like every day.
And
Yeah.
now it just
Did
turned
your light
dark.
just-
Yeah.
I was like, did your power just go off?
Yeah.
Amazing.
No, it's my
We just lost Fee. Rip.
Screen.
monitor turned off. So yeah.
Cool. So
I love it.
man, I had more questions, but it pertained more to if someone else was going to be here. So actually, how about this? I'll ask Fee this
What
question.
does that mean? I don't know if I should be offended or not.
No. It was if you were going to ask someone else, Fee. So there was like the question would have been for you two. But she's not here, so it's okay. So answer this
Lauren?
question. Yeah. I didn't want to bring up the name. She's not getting a
Just
shout
gonna
out
put
on
her
here.
straight
She's not
on
getting a shout out here.
blast, man.
Yeah, I didn't want to put her on blast. Good job. So
I love you, Lauren.
she's never going to listen to this. It's okay.
She will.
I'm only
Good, then we can talk so much crap about Lauren right now,
All right,
guys.
let's
Let
do
me
it.
tell
All right,
you.
that's
So bad at everything.
that's our next podcast. That's gonna be a one shot because that's gonna be like at least
Just
an
a
extra
one
hour.
shot.
Yeah.
Bullying Lauren.
The roast of Lauren.
Just because
Airing
you
of
won't listen to it.
grievances. Yeah.
And that's how we get blocked on everything. Good job. V, when did you become a co-captain?
2 years ago.
I think you mentioned it earlier, but I had this
Yeah.
info.
So I originally started off with Eric Thompson. He started in 2015. Was it 2015? Oh God.
Get your
Ma-
story straight.
Yeah.
This is
it
on
would've been
record.
15.
Yeah, so 2015 he started. And then it would have been 2015. And then 2016 he got Lauren as a co-captain. And then it was sometime in December of 2016, he asked me to become the co-captain for 2017. He realized that he had essentially just like the content overall, that he felt like there was other ways that he could use extra life in his life.
Spreading the love.
Yeah, so he was gonna spread the love somewhere else, and he asked me to be co-captain. I had been working with him on some different events, and I was on the Discord and trying to sort everything out for that year. I'm gonna stay very PG about that, but we're gonna continue on. Whew.
Do we need to
Anywho.
get the A Star Is Born album out?
No! Oh my God,
That's a conversation for another day.
That's a conversation for another day. If Mike told you what happened when we watched that movie, I don't want to talk about it. So
He did not tell me. So no.
good.
I'm very excited about this story, though.
We're
Okay,
probably
we'll
gonna next main course. I'm gonna have Mike tell the story. So
I'm so excited.
all you listeners, stay tuned.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can get the full blast about how I reacted to A Star Is Born. So, yeah, so I started in 2017 as the co-captain. Surprise, I stream not as frequently, but I'm going to be starting this weekend up again. And I definitely enjoy the streaming portion of it and being able to like do creative stuff that way and just being able to, I guess, use my experience of being a streamer and being able to go that way, because I have done, as I mentioned earlier, I've done actual events with OK Beast for a few years. So the past 2 years I've done stuff with them. Last year we did Uncharted multiplayer. No, it wasn't Uncharted. It was Last of Us. My apologies. So we played Last of Us. I bought Last of Us specifically for that event. Found out I was actually really good at The Last of Us. So that was really... So just being able to do stuff like that. Just being able to... Yeah. That's why I got into it. Mostly because I was friends with Eric. I was friends with Lauren. And I really enjoyed the cause. And so I was asked, why are you laughing at me?
Because look,
friends with me?
yeah.
Friends with me?
Because she's pointing at herself and you
I'm
didn't.
friends with Joey because Joey's amazing.
There we go. There we go.
She's my favorite. Hey, see,
That's
I
why I
leave
was
the best for
laughing.
last. I just want to say that I leave the best for last.
Good save. Good save.
You weren't even gonna say
I mean,
anything.
it's not a
You
good
weren't-
save. I just mean that, like, no, it was definitely. Was I surprised? Yes. Was it something I was really looking forward to? Yes. Is it something that constantly sneaks up on me every time that June hits? Yes. So, just like
Believe it or
last
not, we do start planning this in June every year, even if it might like it.
Yeah, it's a lot of messages back and forth, a lot of us coming up with ideas, a lot of us being like, holy shit, 2 weeks passed, what happened? And then we like, whew.
And then it's October.
And then it's October, and then it's today, and then I'm just like, what the hell happened with all of our time? But no, it's definitely something that I always look forward to. It's something I'm also looking forward to next less than a month away.
3 weeks? 4 weeks? 3 weeks?
Yeah,
So many weeks.
it's 3 weeks away.
Oh my god.
Math hard.
What like it we will be starting is it 9 p.m.?
2 p.m. Pacific time is when the community streams start after Kind of Funny Games Daily.
So it's less than 3 weeks now.
Yeah. 3 weeks.
That's nuts.
Minus 2 weeks, 6 days, and whatever 24 minus 6 is. 18. No stress.
Good, because I wasn't
No
even going to
stress.
start calculating that into my head. I'm glad you got it.
That's too
You
much.
can do
for
some
me.
math. But
So,
it's fun.
like I've been on the side of watching and enjoying these streams before. So like for people who like for watching, like even if you're like in a position where you can't make a donation, retweeting, sharing any streams, just doing whatever you can to like help put out the word, that
Yeah.
in itself is like the greatest help you can give.
Yeah.
Just promoting any stream that you see, like especially within the community.
Honestly, being like from a streamer standpoint, just coming in and saying hello when it's 4 a.m. in the morning for you and you're just like, holy shit, no one's here watching me. I apologize for swearing, but just being like, hey, like you're kind of like losing momentum. You're like, oh my god, like this kind of sucks. Like I'm like
It's like
kinda,
the push
losing
through
momentum.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
when you're like,
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
being
man,
like,
this is
hey,
hard.
yeah, go you, and then you're just like, man, thank you, I really needed this. Like
Yeah.
it's really nice to just have that like boost of encouragement, even if you're not able to like donate, just being there and supporting, getting the word out, like you said, is definitely super helpful. Being supportive, if you see someone, just going in for like 10 minutes and saying, hey, I
Yeah.
know like a lot of people have actually made like lifetime friends just by
Yeah.
sitting in someone's stream and just sitting there for a few hours and talking to people.
Yeah.
It definitely builds connections that way as well.
Yeah. And one of the hardest things you can do as a viewer is like actually going in the chat and saying hi. Like you don't want to like be the weird one, like in a like already like enclosed group in a way. Like this is
Yeah.
my view, like of how I felt before, of like, all right, I could say hi, but I don't know if I want to interact with everyone because that's just a lot, even though this is just the internet. But
Yeah.
just going in there and like once you see just how much fun it is like that they're having, or even just helping out, you can just make lasting relationships with friends. Like here I am with Fee. Like God, like that's because of Kelsey. Blame Kelsey for that one. So,
But like the good kind of blaming.
oh yeah,
Most of the time.
it depends on who you ask.
Unless you're playing Fallout 76.
Right. And I nuke everyone.
Yeah. Honestly, there's like so many people that I have only ever interacted with through Twitch. That's always really fun to like, when the stars align and you do get to meet up with them. It's like,
Right.
oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like there's a very real world where like, if it wasn't for this one stream or me popping into this one streamer, like we never would have like met
Yeah.
and interacted and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's why I think
If it
started
wasn't
with
for
Kinda
one
Funny.
person retweeting it, like what?
Yeah.
It's
Just
Like,
crazy.
I mean, I wouldn't be a part of this community unless Kind of Funny did stuff for E3. So, yeah, just Twitch bringing people together.
I love it. It's so fun.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Twitch.
Thanks, Twitch.
Thank you, Extra Life, for
Mhm.
getting all this
Yeah.
together, and thank you all the communities that are a part of it. So
Yeah.
I can't wait for this. Like I don't have as much as these two to do, so I'm okay. But
yeah, I feel like now it's like the fun part. I feel like most
yeah.
of the logistical things are done now.
Yeah.
So now it's just the coffee, Coke, Red Bull,
sleep
power
deprivation.
hours. Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm walking distance from a Tim Hortons. So.
Oh, that's so Canadian.
Guys, what am I supposed to?
It's not the most Canadian thing she said on this podcast.
No, it's definitely not.
I may have said a boot.
Fallout.
Mm-hmm. That's so cute. I love it. But that'll be helpful during that like 4 to 5 a.m. run when you're like, shoot, guys, I'm not gonna make it. You just need some coffee. I don't really know what else Tim Hortons has other than coffee.
Donuts, sandwiches, soups, chili, tea.
I wonder if your Tim Hortons in Canada is better than the one that I had, because there was one in New York that they were not good.
Not the
it was
New
not
York
good.
One.
No, it was
because
bad.
I saw one off of Broadway, and I'm like, no, because that design was like 4 decades ago, and I'm like, why is this even a thing?
Yeah, no, it's bad when Dunkin'. Well, back then Dunkin' Donuts was better than Tim Hortons.
I did not get Dunkin' Donuts while I was there, so
that's upsetting.
I'm sorry.
You did wrong. You did wrong. But you did get New York. You got New York pizza though, right? Okay. That's all you had to do. That's the important part. That's the important.
Yes.
Did you get Chinese food? Did they take you Chinese? What?
People always talk about New York Chinese food, and I never necessarily would have.
The next time I go, because I'm definitely planning another trip for next year, I definitely want to go to Chinatown and get dim sum. Like, I love dim sum so much.
Yeah, go to
I freaked out though. I'm sorry for the segue, guys. We went to K-Town, and I freaked the fuck out. So
we don't have time to talk about this.
Oh my gosh.
We have no time to talk about this.
Separate.
We have no time to talk about this.
Yeah.
No.
I love it.
If you want to hear Fiona talk about K-Town, where can we find you, Fiona?
Wow. Okay. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Zuranix. The American way is ZURANIIX. The Canadian way is ZURANIIX. I'm going to be playing horror games for the rest of the month. So rip me.
I'm so excited. If you've never watched Fee play a horror game, it is very fun.
It's literally called Fio Nope for a reason, because I say nope the entire time, because fuck horror games. I'm going to be playing Friday the 13th, Layers of Fear. I'm going to be
need someone to play with?
Yeah, well, if you'd like to join us, that'd be great. I know Mike said he really wanted to play. Kelsey wants to play.
I called dibs on Chad. I'm going to be the rich
guy. I mean, I guess you can play too, Jake. I'm just kidding.
Listen, we play Dead by Daylight, so.
Yeah.
I
think we have to like kill Dead by Daylight. No, there's gonna be. I have a whole bunch of other horror games that I've got from the past year, so I'm really excited to play those. So you can also find me on Instagram and Twitter the same way, and you can also find me on Extra Life that way too, because that's my Extra Life name. So,
yay!
Joey, where can we find you?
Oh man, you guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram. I feel like I have the easiest at Joey Noelle. And then on Twitch, you can find me at twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. I'm usually doing something on the morning show on the Shock Mic, which you're making some excellent additions to. Every weekday morning at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard or Pacific Daylight Time, whatever current relevant time zone we live in.
Yeah, and we're not giving you the time zones. Go look it up. Google.
Yeah. Time zones are
2 p.m. EST, guys.
That's not even your time zone, though, isn't it?
No, because no one lives in my time zone. Why am I going to do my time zone?
Why are you ripping some random time zone?
Hey, at least it's not Central or Mountain.
Yeah, no, I do Eastern because no one lives in Atlantic Standard Time, guys.
What's your time zone?
Atlantic Standard Time.
Oh, that is a time zone, isn't it? Huh.
Yeah, it is.
I honestly didn't really know that it was an established time zone until I met Fee. Like, I knew that time zone 4 hours ahead of me was something. I had no idea what it was called.
No.
I mean, I'm not. I could go by Newfoundland time, which is 3:30. Newfoundland.
I think you should start going by that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna go by.
I think you should.
I don't know. That's 2 out of 3 people here think that you should go by it.
Yeah.
So I think majority rules. That's
Yeah,
how it works.
that's
Sorry,
just
we don't
how-
make the rules.
Those are the rules.
Okay.
Yeah.
My next.
And I think
Next one.
I think the shadow boxer in the back definitely agrees with us. So that's 3.
Yeah. That's
Oh
fair.
yeah.
Yeah. So
100%.
majority rules. We win.
Damn it. Newfoundland time. It is.
You can catch this podcast at what time, Newfoundland? I'm not going to do it. No. I'm not even going to bother. Not even going to bother. I don't even know when this is posting, so.
Hopefully before Extra Life on November 3rd.
Oh, it definitely will. Oh, it definitely will. Don't worry about that. Yeah. We're going to post it. Actually, we're going to post this on November 4th.
Perfect.
Perfect. Right after. It's like perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Those are a few storms off the set.
You can find me at JigP47, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. You can find the podcast at 3BF Podcast on Instagram and Twitter, and on YouTube. We have a link, but it's just go to the website 3bfpodcast.com. It's your easiest way of getting everything. It's all right there. We're gonna be changing things up in a little bit, but that's on the next episode. So you get a little information on the next episode.
The tease.
Yeah, we're giving a little tease. Give a little, just a little bit. Then they got to come back, and then they got to come back, and then they get to hear the news, and then going forward is the new structure. So look forward to that. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for both coming on. I appreciate
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for talking about Extra Life, and I hope whoever has been listening either takes something away from this, helps out another stream. You go to any stream, like you be in the community, enjoy it, have fun. This is going to be a fun time. It's going to be a good time. It's for the kids. For the
Sign up at kindoffunny.com/extra life.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all did it. You can do it too. I can't even tell Mike to hit the music because he's dead. Mike's ghost. Mike's ghost. Rest in peace. Hit the music.
Nailed it.
Bye.